In the grand tapestry of human history, there are mistakes you can recover from. You lose a battle, you pay a fine, you sign a treaty, and then there are mistakes that invite the apocalypse directly to your front door. In the early 13th century, the Khwarezmian Empire was a titan of the Middle East and Central Asia. They were rich, technologically advanced, powerful, and utterly confident. Perhaps a little too confident, because on their eastern border sat a newly unified faction of nomads led by a man named Temujin. You probably know him by his other title, Genghis Khan. In 1217, Genghis Khan wasn't actually looking for a war with the Khwarezmians. He was currently busy fighting a massive war in China. What he wanted was trade. So he sent a massive caravan of 500 men loaded with gold, silver, silk, and precious furs to the Khwarezmian border city of Otrar. The governor of Otrar was a man named Inalchuk. When Inalchuk looked at this massive Mongol caravan, he didn't see an olive branch from a highly dangerous neighbor. He just saw a payday. Driven by immense greed, he accused the peaceful merchants of being Mongol spies. He seized all of their silver and goods, and he had the merchants executed. It was a brazen act of robbery. When Genghis Khan heard about the massacre of his people, his reaction was surprisingly diplomatic. He actually gave the Khwarezmians a chance to fix it. He assumed the Shah, Ala ad-Din Muhammad II, had no idea what his rogue governor had done. So Khan sent 3 ambassadors, 2 Mongols and 1 Muslim, directly to the Shah's court. Their message was simple: hand over the governor Inalchuk so we may punish him for his crimes, and we will maintain our peace. The Shah, suffering from a fatal lack of geopolitical self-preservation, decided to support his corrupt governor. He didn't just refuse the Khan, he ordered the Muslim ambassador to be beheaded. He then shaved the beards off the 2 Mongol ambassadors to utterly humiliate them, and sent them back to Genghis Khan to deliver the message. It was the medieval equivalent of poking a sleeping bear in the eye with a sharp stick. Genghis Khan stopped his war in China. He turned his entire military machine around. He didn't just declare war, he declared an erasure. He marched an army of roughly 100,000 to 200,000 highly disciplined, furious Mongol cavalry toward the Khwarezmian Empire. The first target, obviously, was the city of Otrar. The Mongols descended on the city like a natural disaster. Inalchuk, the man whose greed had started all of this, suddenly realized the apocalyptic scale of his error. The Mongol army wasn't there to conquer. They were there to punish. Inalchuk retreated to the city's inner citadel and held out against the Mongol siege for 5 grueling months. But the Mongols were masters of siege warfare. They breached the walls, slaughtering the defenders. Inalchuk refused to be taken alive. According to historical records, when he ran out of arrows and weapons, he and his remaining guards retreated to the roof of the citadel and resorted to throwing literal bricks down onto the Mongol soldiers. "Keep throwing. Do not let them take me. But you can't throw bricks at a hurricane." Eventually, the Mongols swarmed the citadel, overwhelmed his guards, and captured him alive. Then Olga gave a signal. Her guards drew their swords. What followed was a massacre. Thousands died before they even understood what was happening. Yet even then, Olga was not done. The surviving Drevlians retreated to their capital city, Iskorostan. Its wooden walls were strong. For an entire year, they resisted siege. Finally, Olga offered peace. She claimed she wanted only a small tribute, not gold, not silver, not livestock. Just 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from every household. Relieved, the citizens gladly agreed. They gathered the birds and delivered them to her camp. That night, Olga revealed her true plan. Her soldiers tied small bundles of sulfur-soaked cloth to the birds' legs. The bundles were set alight. Then the birds were released. Terrified, they flew home, straight back to their nests beneath the city's dry wooden roofs. Moments later, fires erupted everywhere. Not one fire, not 10, thousands. The city became a furnace. As panic spread and citizens fled the flames, Olga's army waited outside the gates. Many were killed. Others were enslaved. The Drevlians were crushed. Their independence was destroyed. Their threat erased from history. And then comes the most astonishing twist of all. Years later, Olga traveled to Constantinople and converted to Christianity. Her efforts helped lay the foundation for the Christianization of the Rus people. Eventually, the Eastern Orthodox Church declared her a saint, Saint Olga, equal to the apostles, the same woman who buried diplomats alive, burned nobles in a bathhouse, orchestrated a massacre at a funeral feast, and destroyed a city using flaming birds. History remembers her not only as one of the most relentless avengers who ever lived, but as a saint. And that's what makes Olga's story so fascinating. Was she a monster driven by revenge? Or was she simply a ruler doing whatever was necessary to protect her son, her throne, and her people in a brutal age where mercy was often seen as weakness? More than 1,000 years later, people are still arguing about the answer. So now, I want to hear your opinion. Was Olga a villain, a hero, or something in between? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy forgotten stories from history that sound too unbelievable to be real, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because history is full of stories even stranger than fiction. And we'll uncover another one in the next video.